Well, howdy everyone. Today I'm looking at my lavender in a grow tent here that I have, and this lavender, it's really taken off. It's gotten tall. I want to put it outside, most of it. I want to keep 2 plants in the house, and the rest of them I want to put out front. And I have a little garden out there, and it's mid-March, so it's, pretty tender. I think I will have to cut it back pretty heavy to set it outside, but I really can't set it outside for another month or two. Also, don't ask me how, but you can probably see there's a cantaloupe plant in here. Now, I don't even know how this started to grow, and I can see right there I've got a little melon. I might have more, but yeah, there's some over there too. This plant grew in here before, and I took it out, but somehow a little bit of root managed to get into the flood tray. This is a flood and drain tray, although you can't see much of the tray. I have a reservoir down here, and there's a pump, and you can see the bubbles. There's an air stone in there, and I keep this board in place to keep light out of the flood tray. And there is somewhere over here, I don't know if you could even see it. Yeah, there's a flood fitting. There should be 2. Yeah, there's the other one. Maybe you can see it. So water comes in through one and drains out through the other. There's a little pump in there. These varieties are Hidcote and Munstead, and they are really growing. I mean, these are pressed up against the inside door. They can get, I guess they can get up to 2 feet tall. I'm not really sure if I should prune them now or what, or I might have to take out this cantaloupe plant. It's taken up a lot of room, and it's starting to climb up and over the grow light, and that's not good. It's actually inside the grow light. It's time to snip, I guess. I may take it out entirely so I have more room for the lavender, but these plants were started. Lavender is a slow grower if you're going to grow it from seed. It can take a month for the seed to germinate, and usually you have to pre-chill it to get it to germinate, and then it grows really slow. So these are, these were started back in the fall, I think around November or December, and then they went in here. They were started in 2.5-inch pots. Well, actually, they were started in seed flats, and then when they germinated, they were transferred to like a 2.5-inch pot, and then from there, they went to a 4.5, 5-inch pot, and then from there, they went into the pots in here, which are 6-inch. They're supposed to prune the roots, and so keep things in check, to have holes in the sides of the pots. I can't remember what these are called, and honestly the roots are anchored to the mat, so I can't really remove these very easily. And so this is a good grow, but the timing is a bit off. I thought that these things would grow slower, but they're really, in the past few weeks, they've taken off. So I'm going to have to do some reorganizing in here. I think I have room. If I have some extra pots here on the edge. If I take them out, I might have room to spread these pots out a little bit more. But these are nice looking plants, and I love the smell. Even the foliage of lavender smells fantastic. And I'm looking forward to getting these outside. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. And I'm definitely going to have to do something about this cantaloupe plant because it is up into the light. It's in the light, as you can maybe see here, and that's not good. You know, so these lights do give off a bit of heat, and I could wind up starting a fire. So this definitely has to be either removed or cut way back. You know, it's just kind of a funny thing. I thought I had removed it all, but it has obviously survived, and it's actually doing pretty well, all things considered. It's not in a pot at all. You know, I think what happened, there was a little bit of root, because I do have like a tray to keep the plants up off the bottom of the flood tray, and I think there might have been a little bit of root in there, and it obviously regrew. So, you know, other than that, this thing works pretty good. I've got a fan here to blow air around across. You can see these leaves are moving. I have an exhaust fan back in the back here that moves air out, and the lights are on a timer. This is an old Cobb LED. They don't even make them anymore, but it works pretty good. It's 35K, and it's great for all-round plant growing, so I have no plans to replace it unless it dies, and usually they don't die. It looks like I'm looking at 81 degrees here and 50% humidity. It was probably higher, but I have the door open now. So these things are doing pretty well. Actually, the cantaloupe's doing too well. So just a quick update, and wanted to show you these plants, and I'm pretty excited about all the lavender, but man, it's going to be a chore to get it out of here because it has grown through the bottom of the pots and into there's, like I said, there's a seed tray here, and I can't hardly even move these pots. So that's about it for this week. Just a quick update, and I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, we just passed the first day of spring, but the weather is not really all that spring-like yet. We had a few sort of warm days, but now it's back to cloudy and rainy. And for here in Western Washington, you really can't count on things being frost-free until May. And the thing is, these plants have been indoors, so they're really succulent. They would not make it outdoors right now, even if the temperature stayed above freezing. I think they would die back quite a bit. So I will probably wind up cutting these way back to woody growth. And there is some down there, more woody anyway, and we'll have to go from there. So, well, I decided to remove the cantaloupe plant. I mean, the lavender is my crop in here, and it was interfering. It was getting up into the light, and it was shading these plants. So I've been able to move these a little bit, get a little bit more space in here. And these are, I believe they're called root maker pots. So anyway, I got about another month and a half, maybe more, before I can put these outside, but I'll probably come back in here before I set them out and do a pretty heavy trim, get rid of a lot of the more succulent growth and trim back to more woody stems, and hopefully everything will be all right. Okay, so take good care of yourselves. Happy gardening. Don't forget, keep it green. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.